My friends, you must let go. I'm going to tell you a simple story today on how letting go improves your life. I literally feel like I've become the luckiest person in the world. It's helped me to heal my body, manifest my dreams, live a life that I desire. I teach this to people. I want to share it with you today. I let go and I got a result in something. So it feels simple, but it was going to cause me a big problem. Basically, what was happening was I have a van. I have a van that I brought over to Spain from England. And if you know England, you need to get what's called an MOT. Any country in the world, you've got to get it road legal, haven't you? Well, my MOT was coming to an end. And I found a solution that is going to blow your mind. If you like spirituality simplified, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. I've been teaching a lot about healing, but the truth of the matter is that your reactions to life, the way that you approach life is always going to be what is going to make it either beautiful or hard. What do you want to decide? Well, it's your emotional reactions that are making it hard. And this story today explains it. So you know that I had this English car here in Spain. Well, when you're in Spain, you can only have an English car here for 6 months and then you've got to get it imported. I haven't had it here for 6 months yet. But my MOT was coming up, and it was coming up at August the 7th. So what did that mean? It meant that I'd likely have to take my van back to England just to get it MOT'd. Now, that is a 24-hour drive or a 2-day boat trip there and a 2-day boat trip back. Trust me when I say this. I'm not in a space where I have that amount of time to give. So I really had to, I just was talking to people about getting it transferred over to Spanish plates earlier. Everywhere we turned, there was a no. Everywhere you went, there was a no. And I just thought to myself, wow, okay, so if I can preach here on this channel about letting go, how it's healed, how it's manifested, how it does these things. I even did a video years ago on how it made me feel like I'm the luckiest person in the world. This is just one story as well. And I will tell you several other stories soon as well. But the beauty of it was, I was like, I just want to let go. And so all I did was I let go of the emotion around the problem. I let go of the emotion around the problem. Now that problem, just like a health issue, just like anything else, is just a situation now. It's a situation, and any situation has a solution, okay? There's always a solution. So I'd let go of that energy and I've spoken about this in other videos, by observing it, letting it go, breathing, relaxing, these sort of things, okay? And it released. So now I'd become acceptant of what is. Now, this is why I love this story, because it perfectly explains the ladder of manifestation. So first, I accepted where I was without judgment. So it was like, well, my car needs to be MOT'd. I'm not going to be able to drive it, or I'm not going to be able to do this. So I need to do it, basically. Yeah. So that was the case there. So I had that in my mind already, that there was a slight issue, but if I've got to take it back, I've got to take it back. I've let go now. Well, this is the beautiful thing. From that place, that's where I start to claim. So I was like, there is only a divine solution here. God divinely guides me in all my ways. There is infinite intelligence working to bring this solution to me now. I accept it now. It is done. Okay? And things like that. So what happened is where there were no's, suddenly inspiration came. I saw something on a Facebook group. I mean, even my wife, funny enough, had searched this same company. So I thought, there's the synchronicity right there. So it was a registration company that can get your car done in Spain. They have fantastic reviews. The only company that I haven't had a chance to speak to. So here's the rest of the story. So I ring them up. Oh, yeah, I can see why there is issue there, they're going. Because I've already got this thing, it can't be put into my name, Emma's doing that. And they said, wait a second, and this is through the conversation. So they were saying no too. But through the conversation, they said, wait a second, are you signed up to the Padron? Yeah. Yes, well, we can be tomorrow if need be. If you don't know what that is, it just says that I live in a house in Spain, right? So we signed her up to the Padron. Took the car up there, I took it up there, they checked it out, I sent them all pictures, they said we can do it. Okay? Now this is even the better part though. I was like, oh, here we go. How much is that going to be? Because I was thinking about the cost of taking it back to England and weighing it up, and it was literally a third of the price of me taking it back to England and getting it MOT, just because of petrol, travel, hotels, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah, let's go ahead. That doesn't end there though. Obviously, once you do that, we have to get everything checked. So they take pictures of the car, I take it out. I've got to drive it 2 hours away. That's the only thing. But when you compare 2 hours to 24 hours, you're chilling, aren't you? So I took it 2 hours there. They changed some of the lights and all that. So they're Spanish lights now and all of this. And you just relax and flow. They did that, not a hitch. Took that home. Here was where the big part was. We had to get what's called an ITV, which is like the MOT of Spain. So again, you relax. My wife had to take it. But what did I do? Like I'm teaching you all now. I prayed in advance for her. So I said, this is going so smoothly. We effortlessly get the ITV. They put the car through so easy. It's such an easy journey for her. One of the things that inspired me just before she went to get this ITV, I took it to a local garage that I really respect. He checked a lot of it out. He said they just need to change the tyres, which we did. You know, like everything just started to fit into place. Only the tyres. Fantastic. They did say, oh, there's some issue there with this modification, that modification. So I rang up the company from a place of peace again. Not concerned. If we have to sort it out, we have to sort it out because God is going to guide me here. This is what we do. Okay, this is how you live. This is a lifestyle. They said, oh, don't worry, it's because we're doing it with this specific ITV station and this specific route. They're very lenient on that stuff, no problem. Well, Emma takes it, my wife, she takes it there. What happens? It passes. What happens next? If you pay us the rest of the fee today, we'll get it to you in 2 weeks. I'm going to have those Spanish plates on my van before I even need to get the new MOT done. And that's the magical glory of letting go and surrendering and trusting in the divine guidance in all of our ways. This is how you change your life, my friends. You let go of the hows and the whys and you just stop reacting. You just stop being so emotionally involved. You just don't get so overwhelmed by potential issues. And this is my favorite thing to say to everyone. Every problem has a solution. And when you learn to master your emotions, you can do wild things. I've seen people heal. I've seen people manifest. I've seen people save relationships. I've seen it all. And it all comes down to one thing. Are you been led by your emotions or have you mastered them? Do you believe in divine guidance or do you think life is just happening at you? Make that decision today, my friends. Save yourself. This is my story of effortless letting go. And there's so many others. If you'd like to hear more, just comment down below and I'll share them with you.